Hey, it's Victoria, and this is our third video. Sorry I didn't get to make a Valentine's video. I tried, but one got deleted, and I didn't really like my second one. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that is watching my videos and supporting me. It means a whole lot to me. I didn't realize that this was gonna actually work, but I'm glad you guys like watching me, and I hope that we continue this journey together. So today, my day involves driving home, so I'll be driving for 5 hours, and if I leave in the next hour or so, depending on this video, I will get home around 5 or 6. So I am super excited about that. Not the best drive, but I am so excited to go home. I get to see my puppy and my family and spend time with my little brother. So that'll be great. I hope y'all's weekend is as great as mine and you're excited. But if it happens to be a stressful weekend or something's coming up that you're frazzled about, then I hope everything goes well and I wish you the best. So let's get started on today. So today we're going to be talking about peer pressure. And something that I really like that I just kind of came through my head is I think peer pressure is a whole lot like going into the ocean. So you're a kid and you're on the beach and you're going in the ocean and your parent says, you're about waist deep, and your parent goes, don't go any farther. Don't go any farther. You know what's going to happen when that wave gets you. If you go in farther, then the wave's going to grab you and pull you under. And you're watching the guy over there, and the guy over there, and the guy over there. They're farther than you. Why can't you go any farther? So you go because it's exciting, and you want to feel what it's like. They can do it, so why can't you do it? So you do. And what happens? The wave pulls you under and drowns you. That is exactly what happens when you go, what am I trying to say? That is exactly what happens when you fall into peer pressure. Peer pressure is you do one thing that you're not supposed to do, or other people are doing that isn't the best thing to do, and you do it and you feel bad about it, but you might do it again and you do it again, and then you're like, I'm not doing as bad as other people, it's really not that bad, so you just keep doing it, and maybe you get worse and you get worse, and then all of a sudden it kills you. And that is what peer pressure can do. And the longer that you let it go on, it can kill you. So it's not just going out there and having fun and just kind of hanging around people and just doing whatever you please and whatever they want to do. If you feel it is wrong to do it, don't do it. If you feel in the bottom of your heart that you should not do it, don't. You don't have to be like other people. Just because they're doing it does not mean you have to do it. And if you want to know kind of where I'm coming from, I'll tell you a little bit about me so you know that I'm not just kind of saying don't do this because it's bad. I'm saying don't do this because it's bad, and I went through it, and I don't want any one of y'all to go through it. And maybe you did go through it, and maybe you're good now. Maybe you're going through it right now. Maybe you know someone that might be going through it. Maybe you want to hear this because it might prepare you for what you might go through. So here's a little bit of my story. I go to Charleston, and so going into college, I had my eye on rodeo and school to do well. I have a plan set out for myself, and I'm extremely excited to make that happen. I really do think that it's going to go the way that I want to. God's kind of pointing me in that direction anyway, so I kind of got involved with kind of the wrong people. I kind of like try to be in a group with people that I shouldn't have been in a group with, and they drank a lot, and they smoked, and they just did things that they shouldn't have done, and I was convinced to kind of start drinking even though I was kind of against it, and I was like, this isn't that bad. I kind of like doing this. I don't have anyone telling me that I can't do it. Why not do it? So I did it. And then I fell into smoking, and then I did things that I shouldn't have done, and it just turned me into a person that I should not have been. And I eventually, after repeating, and honestly, it didn't feel like necessarily like it was fun, but it didn't feel like I was having fun. I wasn't actually happy doing those things. I did not find happiness in doing that. I just kind of was doing it, and it was kind of like I was going through the motions. I was drinking, this was happening, blah blah blah, and it was just kind of, I was just going through life, wasn't really living, honestly. And eventually, just keep doing that and I hit rock bottom real hard. And the night that I hit rock bottom, Probably the worst night of my life. And the next day I went to church. I don't even think I slept that night. I went to church, and then I called up my friend Charity, and I asked her if we could talk and we could go to Starbucks, and she said of course. So we went to Starbucks, and we were there for about 2 hours talking, and I actually ended up going with them to a rodeo, and I met her sister and Katie, Grace and Katie, and so we all became friends. But that was really good for me. And then I went to church with them because she said, well, she'd been going there, so I was like, I might as well get involved in a church, and you guys are great people. Maybe you guys are my people that I need to be around. So I kind of started a little change in myself, because that night I was like, I cannot be this way. I don't want people looking at me, hearing my name, thinking this is the person that I am, because this is not the person that I am, and this is not the person that I want to be. So I want to change. I don't want people saying Victoria Cabana and they think that I'm the partier, or I'm fun to party with, and they're gonna call me up when they want to party. That's not how I want to be. They're not gonna be calling me up if I followed that path in 20 years. No, they're gonna have kids and a family because they're gonna go on with their lives. That if you just keep going that path, like that's not, you should progress. You shouldn't do that kind of stuff. And God really, if you really dissect it, God in the Bible does not say go out, get drunk, have fun. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. He doesn't say jump off a bridge and Peggy Sue jumps off a bridge. Here's a pack of cigarettes, smoke them. He doesn't say that. Sure, that's things we come across, and sure, people do it a lot, so maybe it's not bad, but it's bad. It's not in the Bible. God does not say to do those things. It is sinning. And I think the best thing to do is to stay away from that stuff and to stay away from peer pressure, because it all in all is really bad, and it's just a lot easier to keep yourself away from that kind of situation. And I want to let you know that after I changed myself, I became a really good Christian. I have gotten so close with God, and I have never felt better in my life. Like, I am so happy with where I am right now, and I hope if you guys are going through something like that, I hope this might help you change a little bit, or I don't know, but I want you to realize that you can fix it. You can become the person you want to be, because I set my mind to who I wanted to be, and I am it. So I just wanted to let you know that a little bit about peer pressure and how dangerous that it can be. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am going to start on my devotional now. Today's devotional is going to be a little short. Alright, I'm going to read out of my Jesus Calling, and this is February 16th. Thank me for the conditions that are requiring you to be still. Do not spoil these quiet hours by wishing them away, waiting impatiently to be active again. Some of the greatest works in my kingdom have been done from sickbeds and prison cells. Instead of resenting the limitations of a weakened body, search for my way in the midst of these very circumstances. Limitations can be liberating when your strongest desire is living close to me. Quietness and trust enhance your awareness of my presence with you. Do not despise these simple ways of serving me. Although you feel cut off from the activity of the world, your quiet trust makes a powerful statement in spiritual realms. My strength and power show themselves most effectiveness in weakness. And so, I don't know if it's the same thing that y'all are getting from this, but from the end part, my strength and power show themselves most effectiveness in weakness. Most effective in weakness. That kind of reminds me of like when you're in a weak state and somebody else is in a weak state, and y'all I think God can kind of put y'all together to kind of help each other get through it. I don't know if that's the same thing y'all got from that, but I hope you enjoyed my video today, and sorry my devotional was so short. Next time I will make sure it's a really good one. Have a fantastic day, and I will make my next video shortly. I am so sorry for the long wait, and yeah, so thank you for supporting me, and y'all are the best.